will go for bridge table. Okay. Now the requirement here is I have joined here building to this building master table to energy consumption through building column. Okay, you can see one to many relationship. Now here when I'm trying to join between energy consumption to rate table, so the relationship between energy type and here energy type. So when I'm trying to build the relationship, many to many relationship has been formed. So to avoid that, we created bridge table. Okay. Now you can see from the bridge table, there is a in energy type duplicates. I mean water, supply, energy, electric. This and all coming multiple times. Here also coming multiple times. So many to many relationship has been formed. To avoid that, we created bridge table here. So through this bridge table, we are building the relationship here one to many this side, from this table to this table, one to many. Okay. Now the requirement here is I want to showcase. So first we have to see the data. So go to the data view. From bridge master, I have this many buildings, city, country. Okay. And in energy consumption, I have building. So you can see here from the building master table, I have joined on building to building. So between these two, what data I can present in reporting set, we'll check. Okay. Building master, energy consumption. So go to the data view. So this is building master. So I want to present the data here. The country is USA. For USA country, there is a cities and buildings. Okay. Now in energy consumption, I have linked with the building column. Okay. Now my requirement here is there is a some years data is there. Okay, some years data is there. So if you check here, so 2016 to 2019. Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19. 4 years data is there. Okay. Now user wants to know. In my voice clear, all of you?
Yes, yes, it's fine.
Yeah. Now user wants to know. He wants to check year-wise data, month-wise, quarter-wise, week-wise, day-wise. Okay, like that. Now from this table, I extracted year separately, right? Year separately I extracted. So I created one calculated column. So calculated column is nothing but where I can add a new column to my existing table. That is nothing but a calculated column. The calculated column perform on each row. Okay. So when you're creating calculated column, so when I'm giving this calculated column, I given formula here. I want year of from this date. Okay. The energy consumption is a table name. Remember guys, whenever you are using the column along with the table name, the column will come into the picture. Okay. So what it will do, so when I'm creating this calculated column, the formula this, so it will go to this column because I'm using this date column. So it will check the user is looking only year, that year will bring it here. Again it will go to the next record, it will check here year 2019, again third record 2019. Okay. So on each record row level context, that is nothing but a calculated column. Okay. And calculated measure means column level guys. The entire column, either it can do sum, count, min, max. This entire column will do calculated measure. Each record will perform calculated column. That is a different case. Okay. So remember. So just an example. So here I have ID. So when I am using calculated column, okay, calculated column, the new column will add to my existing table physically. Okay, physically it will add, and the result will be like this. Each record result it will bring. Whereas calculated measure, if you create, it will do on single column. Okay, on single column it will give and it will bring the result here. Okay, is it clear? Calculated column and calculated measure. Now, so I want here I have the some years data. Okay, now I want month also in this table. Okay, month also in this table I want. So I'll go to the new column. Okay, I'm adding new column to my table because I want month also separate column here. New column, click on new column. So the formula bar got opened. So I'm giving month name equals to, okay, my column name it is. What column I want to be placed it here, that column name I'm giving. So here for the month you have to give format. Okay, format dax function you have to use format. Okay, it's expecting value. Value is nothing but a this date. Okay, value is nothing but a date. So this date coming from where, which table? It is the consumption date, this only, right? From this table only this date is coming. So from this date column I am extracting month separately. Okay, select this one, select this one, comma, in double quotation. If you give 3 m's, the month will be Jan, Feb, March, like that in 3 words. Okay, if you give 4 m's, full month will come. So let's see, click on this tick mark. So I can see here December. So December is there, right? DEC. November is NO. Sorry. Sorry, come again. Any doubt? Okay. So to get this month, I written the formula.
Your audio and video is hanging, sir.
Okay. Now is it clear? Okay. So here I am giving in a short name the months are coming. If I want full name of the month, so if I add one more m here, it will give full month. Okay, like December, November, October, September, like that. Okay, so I got month name from this date column. Okay, now I want quarter also. I want quarter also. Which quarter this December belongs to in this year? Which quarter this November belongs to? Okay, again new column, click on new column. So I'm extracting quarter. Okay, equals to, there is a quarter dax function. Okay, you can see here quarter dax function. So I can see it's expecting date. So whenever you are using dax function, guys, read this syntax. Okay, return a number from 1 January March to 4th October December. For example, January February March comes under first quarter. Okay, April May June comes under second quarter, right? So that is what I want to get here. Okay, so pass it this date. Okay, so the date coming from the table. So if you go up, you can see here. Okay, this energy consumption date. So just close. So you can see after providing the date column here, you have to close it function. Okay, now click on this tick mark. So you can see the December belongs to fourth quarter, right? The November also belongs to fourth quarter. The October also belongs to fourth quarter. The August belongs to third quarter. The July belongs to third quarter. The June belongs to third quarter. The May belongs to second quarter. Okay, so like that it will divide. Now I want week. Okay, for now I want year, month name, quarter. So for week also you can use week function, guys. Okay, So there is a year, month, quarter, week, day also you can get. So I want day also. For example, I want day also. So click on new column. So I'm giving day equals to day function, guys. You can see day function. So it's also expecting date. Okay. So I'm giving date. So this column I want. Okay. Close. Click on here. So you can see 1 1 1 1 is coming. Day 1 is only coming. Okay. So I want name of that date. Okay. So let's see. Day name is there or what? Okay. Give day or return. Okay. I want the day in. First I will give day of. Day of. I will use format. The value I'm providing here, date, date, comma, in double quotation, DDD, like this I'm giving. Okay. Let's see what is the output here. Let's see what is output. I'll tell you that. Error. So format, I'll keep it in the front. Okay, there is some logic skills here. So too many arguments were presented here. Okay, see guys. So through format function, I am getting day name also. So the December here, the 1st December is a Sunday. The 1st November is a Friday. The 1st October is a Thursday. The 1st September is a Sunday again. Okay. So remember this format, guys. For month and day, you have to use format function. Okay. There is a day function also, but it will give in a numbers. But if you want in text, okay, so you have to write a format. Okay, if you want, you can note it down. This one very important, guys. In interview they'll ask you, if I want that month or days in short name, okay, like this, so you have to use format function. The format function, you have to pass the column name in each format. So this is a day means D, right? If it is a month, I'm giving month. So if I want full day name here, I will give one more D. Click here. Okay, so you can see here Sunday, Friday, Monday, like this is coming. Okay, so let's see how many days are there. So here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So all weeks are there. Okay, now guys, so there is a store. Okay, there is a store. So in that store, I'm opening the store from Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a holiday. Okay, so the store whenever is closed, for the date there is no records, right? Again, if they reopen the store from the Monday, the data entry will be happened, right? So yesterday the Sunday is a closed store, I mean closed, that date records is not available. Okay, but user wants to know. For example, I have one store. Okay, I have store. the store date level entry will happen, correct? So price product. For example, 01/01/2022. So on this day, just imagine this is Monday. Okay, this is Tuesday. This is Thursday. This is Thursday. This is Friday. This is Saturday. Okay. So on these dates, I'm opening my store. 04/01/2022, 05/01/2022, 06/01/2022. So on this date, I opening my store. Sunday I didn't open the store. Okay, Sunday I didn't open the store. Monday again I opened. Monday. So the Monday here is 8, right? The date is 8, right? I do entry on from 8th, correct? So the 7th day is missing because whenever I open that store, I enter the date on the same date, right? So yesterday I closed the store. It doesn't mean to enter the yesterday date. So whatever today's transaction is happening on that today date only, I enter my data, correct? So 7 date is missing here. Okay. So there is some requirement, guys. If there is a dates are missing, okay, so user wants to understand. For example, here 7th is missing. It means it means that that day the store can be closed, correct? There is a chances that the store was closed. So again they reopen on 8th. Again Tuesday there is a holiday. Okay, Tuesday there is a holiday. So on Wednesday they open the store. So 10/01/2022. So there is a 9 date also missing, right? After 8th, 9th on holiday, they closed the store completely and reopen on Wednesday. So on Wednesday date, they enter and they did whatever transaction happening on Wednesday. Okay, like that. There is no continuous date system here, correct? All of you?
Sir.
There is no continuous date system. So user wants to know whenever they closed that store, it might be some missing dates. Okay, so what user wants to know, like he wants the data completely. So if a missing data also is there, I mean missing dates also is there, he wants to see. For example, if we select any date, if the date is available according to his data, that sales will come into the picture. If you select any other date, if the data is not coming, means it may be the store was closed at that time, correct? It means he will understand that only. Now for example, I'm going to my model. So if you see here, January 1st, February, like that. Okay, so here you can see in 2016 only they have January 1st data. There is no January 2nd data for 2016, correct? Now just imagine I'm taking this date, okay, this date from energy consumption. Okay, now I have a table. I have a visualization table here. From this visualization table, I'm taking building. I'm taking in this table buildings. I'm selecting building and day also I have. So I created this day, right? So I have the data day also. So I have value also. Okay, I have value. Now I'll increase the format of this table value and the headers. Okay, go to the format, values, increase the values. Now go to the column header, increase the column header. Okay, now I'm taking a slicer here. Okay, I'm taking a slicer. So this slicer I'm keeping here. Slicer means you have to select the values here. It will be populate according to that. Okay, now I'm taking date. Okay, so guys, whenever you take the date in slicer, you'll get like this by default. For the numbers, for the dates, it will come. Okay, this slice and dice. Okay, so this option available within this slicer, guys. You can see here the bottom here. Okay, so there is a drop down option is there. You can click here. What type of slicer you are looking? The user is looking list type of slicer. Okay, so you can change it like this. Okay, now if I select January 1st, so January 1st is a Friday they are showing. So for the January 1st, this is the data. Okay, and there is no January 2nd. It's available 2nd of February, 1st of March, 1st of April, 1st of May. There is a dates missing, right? For the January 2nd, there is no date. Okay, for January 3rd, there is no date. For the January 4th, there is no date. Okay, so there is no continuous date system. So whatever in the table, the date is available, that date only is presenting. Correct? So there is a missing dates also here. January 1st, there is no data. Now, to resolve this issue, it's not issue. The data entry, whatever happened on the date, that date only it's showing. What about 2nd, 3rd, 4th? So there is no dates, okay. User don't want to see like this. User wants to see 1st Jan 2016, 2nd Jan 2016, 3rd Jan 2016. Okay, to overcome this, we have to create calendar. Okay, that calendar we have to create. For example, I want to create a calendar, so you have to check from which date your date has started. Okay, so that date started from January 1st 2016 to this is minimum date. The maximum date here is December 2019. Okay, understand, I want the calendar from 2016 January to December 2019. Okay, to create the calendar we have to use, okay, so go to modeling. So you can see new table. All of you can see it under the modeling part, modeling tab. You can see new table. Okay, all of you can see, right, this new table option. So this is nothing but this new table nothing but a calculated table, guys. Okay, so you can see here new measure. Okay, if you right click here, any table, new measure, new column. Okay, new measure nothing but a calculated measure, new column nothing but a calculated column. Okay, here this new table nothing but a calculated table, guys. Calculated table. In interview they'll ask you what is calculated column, what is calculated table. Okay, so calculated column means we are adding new column to my existing table. Correct, I'm adding new column to my existing table which is performing each row level context. Okay, it's very important, that terms. Okay, here new table is nothing but a calculated table where we can create the new table. Okay, so if you click on this new table, you can see it's expecting table name. Okay, so if you click on new column name, it will expect column name. Okay, now it's expecting table name. In this table name you have to give calendar. Okay, calendar name I'm giving for my table. Okay, equals to, now there is a calendar function, guys. Okay, you can give date also here. Whatever you want, you can give the name, the table name, whatever you give, it will say with that name. Okay, now I'm giving calendar. Okay, calendar is my table name equals to, I'm using calendar function, guys. I'm using calendar function. You can see here calendar function, very important. So this comes under DAX. Okay, whatever I'm using the formulas, that's all belongs to DAX functions. Okay, so this is calendar function. You can see when I'm using calendar function, it's expecting start date and end date. Okay, you can see return a table with one column of all dates between start date and end date. So what is your start date, what is your end date, you have to give here. Okay, now I'm using calendar. Calendar is nothing but a date, right? Calendar nothing but
Um,
a date.
Imran, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yes, Rizi said I have missed one two class, so I'm just facing little bit connecting the dots in the particular subject. Can you please give me like 2 minutes brief, and then later I will go through the sessions. I'm not able
No,
to.
see guys, already there is a video. Okay,
Okay,
there is already recorded video, because if I again can start, so people will stuck again.
no, little bit brief, like what exactly is happening. Little bit of brief,
I
2 minutes, like
discuss, see, the end of the day I'll tell you. Okay, the end of the session I'll give you. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
just
sure,
listen so far. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so I'm giving here, I'm using here calendar session, calendar function I'm using. So in the calendar function, it is expecting start date and end date. Okay, what start date you want. Okay, what end date you are looking. Okay, now the calendar is nothing but a date. Okay, the calendar nothing but a date. So you have to give date function here. Okay, now it's expecting year, month, day. Okay, the date function is expecting year, month, day. This syntax you should follow, guys. You should not give as you want, you should follow as function you will expect. Okay, so I want 2016 comma month from January, comma the day has to start from first. Okay, close this one. Okay, next you can see when I given start date with the date function, it's closed. Again it's expecting comma, give comma, again end date. For end date I have to use date function, use date function, open bracket, again it is expecting year. What is year? The max date in our table 2019, comma what is the month? 12th December. Okay, what is the day? 31st. Okay, just close, close. Okay, you can see this bracket closing the main bracket, this bracket closing, this bracket closing for this. Okay, this date bracket closing for this bracket closing for this. Okay, so this you should follow exactly. Okay, next click on this tick mark, click on this tick mark, so that table will be generated here. You can see the table has been generated with the calculator symbol. It's nothing but a calculator table. Okay, just go to the data view, just go to the data view. You can see here the date has been generated 1st of January 2016 to come down. You can see December 12 2019. Okay, so the date has been generated. Now you can change the format of this date. Okay, you can change the format of this date. So this table we created. So in interview you can say what is calculated column, what is calculated table if they ask you. So the calculated column is a row level context which we can add to my existing table. For example, I have uh, one column called date. Okay, one column called date. On that column I want to extract only years, so I'll go for calculated column. Okay, so the calculated table nothing but a table where I can create a calendar table. Okay, the calendar table from the minimum date to maximum date according to my data set. Okay, so the calculated column will create the new column to a table. The calculated table, it will create the new table. Okay, that is a different case. Okay, now I created this date column, so I don't want this this format of my table. Okay, I don't want this format. So you can select this. You can select this. There is a format. Okay, there is a format, and you can see whenever you select that column, it will show what type of data type is. It is a date time. Okay, so you can go here. I want only date. I don't want time. So you can see the date is coming like this. Okay, now I want to extract month separately. See guys, for this calculated table, now I can use calculated column. So calculated columns is I can add new column for the year. I can add new column for the month. I can add new table for uh, column for quarter. Okay, like that. Okay. So now I'm currently in calendar table. Okay, I'm currently in calendar table. Click here, new column. It's very important, this calendar table. So I'm giving month. Same. Now I'm using calculated column. Month equals to format function. Okay, format function I'm using. Format of. This is the date. Okay, this is the date. My table name. So you can see here. This is the date, right? Coming from calendar. Okay, so select this one, comma. In double quotation, you can give 3 M's. Just close. Okay. Now you can. It will generate the month name against to this. So it's giving. It will go to this record what month it is, January. It will go to this record what month it is, January. It will go to this record what month it January. So each row level calculated column will perform each row level like this. Okay, now I want quarter. So go to the new column. See, with the help of this single column, I'm extracting different columns. Okay, so I'm giving quarter equals to quarter of the date I'm creating. Okay, this date. Okay, quarter of close. Okay, so it will give the numbers. Okay, first quarter, second. Now user don't want to see the quarter like this. He wants to know which quarter. I mean, he want letter front of this Q1, like the one is the right. He want Q front of this letter. Okay, I'll add here in the front. Okay, here in the front I'll add in double quotation Q Q double quotation. Okay, and the symbol I'm giving. It means add this Q to this quarter. Just click on this. See guys. So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So this Q by default is generating to this one. Okay. So this is formula. For that formula, static Q I'm adding. Static means the Q won't change. It will be changed. Okay. So I want Q front of that number. Okay. So that I'm adding the Q. So user can understand easily. Okay. This is quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 like that. Okay. Now I'll add one more new column. The column month, quarter, day. Okay. Day equals to format function date. On the date only, the day I'm getting. Okay, comma, in double quotation you have to give DDT. So it means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the dates. Okay, for the month format you have to give month. M means month, day means date. Okay, click. Okay, I got all the dates. Now what I will do, this master calendar. Okay, this is called master calendar guys. First I created start date, end date, one column. From the date column I'm extracting month separately, quarter separately, day separately with help of calculated column. Okay, now my calendar is ready. Okay, my calendar is ready now. Now what I will do, I'll go to the model. Before that, so with this date, I will join to energy consumption date. So the format is same, right? Day, month, year. In calendar table also, day, month, year. So the format also same. Okay. Now I'll go to the model. So my calendar table has been created. Okay. Now what I will do, so this energy consumption is there, right? So in this energy consumption, I will build a relationship to this table on date column. Okay. So take this column, join on this. See guys. So the relationship one to many. Okay. One to many relationship happened. Okay. Because these are unique dates. For example, here date is there. Okay. Here product is there. Imagine guys. Okay. There is a product and there is a price. Okay. So today is my first date. First day store open. Okay. That date is 2010-2022. So I sold so many products. It can be mobile. This is 100 rupees. So whatever transaction happening on this date, okay, with the date only my data will enter, correct? So 20 and 2020. So today, whatever transaction happening, so you just imagine today my transaction is this many happened. Okay, this many transaction happened. So mobile, tab, pen, tap, again. Okay, so 20, 200, 100, 50. Okay. Now on the same date, I have done this many transaction, and tomorrow also I'll start my transaction on 21st, right? 21st and 2022. Control C. So that date I have sold some of the products like tab, chair, bed, tap. Okay. Now 100, 500, 400, 300. Okay. So this many transaction happening now on one date. This many transaction happen on same date, and another date this many transaction happen. So if I create calendar table, okay, the calendar table contains date, year. Okay, in my calendar table I'll have like this. Okay, so in my calendar table I have continuous date system. Okay, so the date system can be like 01 2022. The year here is 2022. The month here is Jan. Okay, like that I have continuous date system, guys. Always the calendar date contains unique dates. Okay, 02 01 2022 22. It's also comes under Jan. Okay, like this I have 1 2 3 4 5 unique dates I will have. I don't have duplicates that like this. Okay, in my calendar. Now here just imagine till here I have continuous dates. Now I'll get this data. Okay, for example 01 01 2022. Okay, this is my date. Just imagine. And here
Sir, zero
Yeah.
1 0 it is.
Okay. Sorry. I have here 0201 2022. Okay. So like this, I have my table. Okay. Now, if you see here in my calendar, I have unique dates. In my transaction table, I have duplicate dates because duplicate means for the date so many transactions happen. Okay. Now, when I build a relationship between this date and this date, what relationship will happen here between these two tables? When I build a relationship between this date and this date, what relationship will build? One to
Many to 1.
many, right?
Many to 1.
Many
Yeah,
to
many to one. Either one to many. Okay. So when I build a relationship between this calendar date and this transaction date, okay, so one to many relationship or many to one relationship happening. Okay. Now, when I take this date, this is contains continuous date system. Okay, when this date contains continuous date system. For example, on third of third of Jan, I closed my store. I opened on fourth. Okay, I opened on fourth. I just sold tab, that is 200 rupees. Okay, now but in calendar table I'll have the date also continuously, right? Correct,
Yes, sir.
because that is calendar date.
Yes, sir. But the data on the dates will be null or zero, no, sir?
Yes. Now when I build the relationship between these two tables, so I'll take this calendar date in my slicer. Okay, in my slicer here, in my slicer I'll take calendar date. Okay, when I click on this first of date, it will go and check because the arrow mark will be this table to this table. Correct, you can see here in the model from the calendar table to this side, one to many, I mean the arrow mark is moving this side. I mean this single date will go and check how many transactions happen on my date. Correct, for the single date. So this single date will go and check, okay, I have this many transaction on my date. Correct, this date will go and check, okay, this many transaction happen. Now when I do sum of price, okay, when I do sum of price, okay, when I do sum of price, so if user will select for this particular date, this date will go and check here, this many is there, it's mean this records, right? For this date this many records. So what is the sum for this? The sum is this. So you can see here for the date the sum is 600. So it will give the 600 for this particular date. Correct, for this particular date 600 transaction happened. Okay, now user will select 0 second, I mean 2nd of Jan. It will go and check here 2nd of Jan. Okay, it will give the 2nd of Jan this many records for the 2nd of Jan. Thus it will bring the sum according to your formula. The sum here is 1400. User will select third date. This third date will go and check, is there any date for the third transaction? No, right? So it will give null. Again this fourth will go and check, the fourth transaction is there, the fourth transaction is 200, only one record is there, so that only one record sum it will bring 200. Getting guys my point, why I'm using calendar table?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you use the same table date in slicer, if you use same date in the slicer. Missing dates it won't show, correct? Missing dates it won't show in slicer. So that we have to create the calendar, which is very common in every data model, guys. In every data model, without calendar table, you won't work. Okay. Now, so I created calendar. I build the relationship between this calendar and this calendar. Okay. So this calendar not only work for this, it will work for wherever date is there. Wherever date is there in your model, it will join. Okay, that date. So that you can, this calendar will work for multi-side here. For example, here energy consumption is there. When I build the relationship between this calendar, according to the date, it will give the output for me. So for example, I have rates also here. Okay, I have rates also here. So when I click, when I build a relationship between this year and this year, so there is no year here in the calendar table. Okay, I don't create year here, so I'll create year in this calendar table. Okay, create year. Oh, sorry guys. So I have to create a new column, right? I clicked on new table. So click on new column. Now I'm creating year column equals to year function is there, right? Year of this date. Okay, give this date. Close. Now I got year also. Okay, so go to the model. So in this table I have year, right? In this table I have year. I can build a relationship between this year and this year. So here if you see, many to many relationship is formed, because here also year is 2016 2016 2016 like that is coming. If you go and check what table it is, rates table. In rates table if you see, here also year is 2016 2016 2016 is coming. Okay, if it is really required to build a relationship, you can build. Okay, if it is not, it's not required. Okay, if it is really required, you can build a relationship. If it is not required. Okay, now I build the relationship. So from this calendar table, okay, from this calendar table I want to know. So go to the energy consumption table. Go to energy consumption table. So I build a relationship on this date to calendar table. Okay, now I want to know for the particular month, for the particular year, what is the value. Okay, what is the value for the particular year, particular month they consume. So what is that electricity, what is that year. Okay, what is, I mean, I have energy type here. Okay, so when I'm selecting particular date from the calendar, that calendar will come and check for the particular date what is the value. Okay, whether you can do sum or count, against that it will present the value. For example, if I do sum, okay, if I do the sum, okay, let's see. Now I'm creating, I'm taking one new page. Okay, so here I'm creating one measure. Okay, so click on this new measure. Okay, click on this new measure is the same. So if you click on new measure, any place it will add, because the calculated column, the difference between calculated column and calculated measure, calculated column will add, this calculated column will add physically the column. Okay, physically the column will add to table, but calculated measure it won't add to my physical table. For example, you can see, so on calendar I'm creating new measure. Okay, new measure. Okay, you can see the new measure available within the calendar. Okay, now just imagine I'm giving total My measure name is total value. Okay, total value equals to sum of this is measure guys, sum of from the consumption. Okay, from the consumption I want value, from the energy consumption I want the value. So this one, okay, this one I want. I'm selecting from the consumption table value. I'm selecting, just close, click on this. You can see the new measure has been created within the calendar table. Within the calendar created, it doesn't mean it's adding to this table. You can go and check in calendar table. Is the measure available next to this table? No, because the measure is a runtime. Runtime means it's just store a result of what expression you are giving, what formula, what the formula result, it will be stored. That's it. It won't add to any table. It's a runtime, guys. Okay, and you can move this measure any place within this tables. Any place it can move. It doesn't mean if it is available within this table means it doesn't mean it's available within this table. No, this measure will be available any place. For that, what they will do, they will create one dummy table. They'll create one dummy table called all measures. In that measure table, they'll provide whatever measures you are creating, right? That measures will be, they'll keep in that folder. Okay, so how we'll do that now? In the modeling, I'll create one dummy table. Okay, one dummy table I'll create. I'm giving measures. Okay, equals to 1. I will give. That's it. I'll just give 1. So one table will create with name of measure. You can see the measure table has been created. Okay, so in this measure table, I'll place whatever measures I'll create. No, that measures I'll place it in this table. Okay, so you can see guys, when you select that measure in this side, when you select this measure, you just check here. When I'm selecting this measure, it's showing the total value is the measure. It's available under this calendar table, home table available under calendar table. I want to move this measure to my measure table. Okay, so here in the drop down, you can move to measure. Okay, so that measures will be available within this. So this is a dummy column. Okay, because I want one dummy table to place it my all measures in one place. Okay, this is nothing but a folder. Okay, measure folder. Whatever measures, I mean formulas I'm creating, that will be, I'll keep it here. So I want to know again, I will create one more measure, new measure. So here I'll give count. I'm giving energy count. Okay, equals to count of values. Okay, the value is how many times the values has been entered, that I want. Okay, how many times the value has been entered. For example, how many records we have. Okay, I want to count it. So just create a measure called count of value. Okay, click here. So the measure has been created. So the measure has been created somewhere, guys. Okay, you can see it's came and sit in a bridge table, because by mistake, if you are selecting any table, when you are creating the measure, it will sit in the table. Okay, so I want to move measure from this table to measure table. So you can see here, click on this measure, go here, home table, you can set this measure. So it will move to measure table. Okay, so user will understand what measures you created, that measures all be, you have to be listed down in this table, so that he will understand, okay, whatever formulas you written. Okay, so I written the formula here, sum of value. I written one more formula here, count of value. Okay, So like this you have to create the all measures and place it in one folder. Okay, in dummy table you have to create in the dummy table. Now I don't want this column, you can delete that column. I think you can delete this one. Okay, leave it, no problem. Okay, so like this whatever measures you are creating you can place it here. Now my requirement here is in energy consumption sum I created, right? So this sum I have already done in the measure. Okay, in the measure I already done total value. So this sum is the rate, the result of this sum. It will be available in this total value. Okay, so I already again I done count. So how many counts is there, that also available energy count. Okay, now I want to check per year how many energy they are used, how many count records. Okay, now go and check. So in the model if you see, in the model if you see, I already joined this table to my calendar table. Okay, so user wants to see year wise used units and records. Okay, now go to the report. So here I'm taking a card. Okay, this card I'm taking. In this card I am taking the this measure, guys. Okay, this, where is that measure? I created already measure. Okay, in this measure take total value, drag and drop here. So whenever you drag and drop here, it means you can see total value. I mean for this card I'm using this total value. Next, take one more card, visualization card. Okay, so this visualization card, so take a total count. So you can see that energy total count. Okay, now it's showing it by default in million. I don't want to show in millions, I want the particular value, guys. Okay, I want particular value. Go to the format. Okay, to this format of this card, call out value is the rate. Here you can select none, so the complete value it will show. Here no issue, you can leave as it is. Okay, now this is total value, this is energy count. Okay, now I want to know for the particular year, for the particular month, for the particular quarter, how many total, what is the total value, what is the energy count records. Okay, now I'll take slicer, I'll place it here. Okay, now from the calendar I have to filter, right? So if you go to the model, if I select any value here from this table, it will go and check the particular thing, right? So that is what I'm looking. So I'll take from the calendar table. So slicer I'm selecting from the visual. Slicer nothing but a filter, guys. Okay, so go to the calendar table. So from the calendar table I'll take year. Okay, so whenever you are selecting year, it will come like this. Okay, it will come like this. I don't want like this, I want in list format. Okay, go to the drop down, you can change in this format. Okay, so I'm getting years. Now I want month also. Okay, take a slicer, place it here. So I'll take quarter. Okay, this quarter I want. Now take one more slicer, place it here. Slicer nothing but a filter, guys. Okay, take a month. Okay, I got all the slicers like a, okay. Now so year I have, quarter I have, month I have. Now I want to know in 2016 how much consumption, I mean how much energy they used, how many the total counts. Okay, so let's see. If I select 2016, see for 2016 this is the value. Okay, the total value. For example, for 2016, guys, for 2016, for this date, so how much energy I've used, the electricity type. I mean, this is a what is called. So they will charge how many units you are charging, right? Per power bill, how many units you are using against to that unit, they will count and multiply with the some price, right? Per unit 2 rupees, 3 rupees, like that. Okay, so how much total in 2016 these people are using? Okay, they are using it. Okay, so that is what this table what is doing, this calendar table. When I select in the slicer this calendar year or month or quarter, it will go and check and do the sum. Okay, according to your measure, it will give the output. Okay, if you see, if you clear this, this is total value. Now I want to know in 2016 in quarter first, so quarter second, what is the value? Okay, you can select here. See, 99 counts are there, is the sum of the value. I want to know in quarter 2, June, May is there. Okay, so in May month, how much they used? This many. Okay, so you can do comparative analysis also. Okay, you can do comparative analysis also. Year wise, how much power they used. Okay, now I'll take the stacked bar chart. I'll take stacked bar chart. From the calendar table, I'll take year. Okay, you can see whenever you'll take any visualization from this side. Okay, for that visualization, the properties will open. I mean, what it's expecting to present this chart. So it's expecting y-axis, x-axis, legend. Okay, so what is mine? So y-axis means this, x-axis means this, legend means I'll show you what is that. Okay, now I'll take an y-axis date, not date, year. I'll take here. I'm taking, so year presented. Now I have the measure called this one, total value, right? So I'll go to the measure table. I'll take total value. I'll take an x-axis. And you can see in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, if you do sum of each, it will give the sum of this result. Okay, so total all years power consumption is this. Each year power consumption is this. Now the legend is nothing but, okay, for example, energy type I'll take here. Okay, energy type. So here I have energy type, where it is. Here also I'll have energy consumption. So here I have energy type. Energy type nothing but this is energy type. So in energy type I have electricity, gas, water. Okay, 3 types of energy type I'm using. Okay, so how much they used? Okay, how much they use, it will divide it. Okay, so the legend, in the legend, see here only I'm taking year and the total value. That's it. Now when I'm taking the legend here, there's nothing but energy type. Okay, so you can see here energy type, the in the legend I'm taking energy type. You can see electricity, gas, water. Okay, so it's dividing with a color. This blue color is nothing but a, in 2019 the energy type electricity this much they used. Okay, the gas they used in 2019 this much, the water in 2019 they used this much. Okay, so for each year the energy type is dividing, is nothing but a legend. In the legend whatever you pass, it will divide. Okay, for example, you have population against to city. Okay, so you're showing city here and the population you're showing. You want to, if you use the country in legend, it will divide in that country what is the population on each country. Getting my point? It will divide that bar. Okay, so if I remove this legend, guys, if I remove this legend, you can see. Okay, so that is one case. For example, if I take this year, for example, if I take this energy type in y-axis, so you can present however, you can see in y-axis I'm taking energy type. In particular each year how much energy they are using means I will take that year in legend. Okay, that year I'll take in a legend. So go to the calendar, take this year in a legend. See, this many years data is there. Okay, so it's dividing the water is divide. They are using this much in 2017, this much in 2018, this much in 2019, this much. Okay, so how you are presenting, it doesn't matter, but user has to understand how the information is he's understood. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Sir.
Yeah. Any doubts here? So if you do sum of the each bar against to this energy type, the value will match with this. For example, see, if I select in 2016, okay, you can see here also 2016 is filtered. The water, its consumption is this, in this. If you do sum, this is a result. Okay, so for example, if I'm selecting July, okay, for the in 2016 July month, this is a water consumption use. Okay, if we do sum, I'll do. Now I'll take energy type also here. Okay, I'll take energy type slicer. Okay, select this slicer, place it here. So here energy type. So see here, now I'm selecting electricity. Okay, so you can see this electricity for all years. This electricity for all years. I want to know in 2016 what is the use of electricity. So I'll select in 2016. See guys, this value and this value is matching. You can see 493 4000 493 4000. Okay, so if I select 2017, so I want to check 2016 as well as 2017. So select control and press. So you can see here in 2016 this, in 2017 this. If you do sum of these two, the output is this. Okay, so the slicers you have to take according to users. Okay, so user wants to see year data or quarter data or month data or energy type data. Okay, according to that you have to present the visualizations here. So user will understand, okay, this many things we are using. And for example, I'll take one more chart. So instead of this, there is some buildings are there, guys. I'm using pie chart now. I'm using pie chart. In this pie chart, I'll take building. Okay, in the legend I'm taking building. In the values I'm taking total value. So you can see this many buildings are there, guys. This many buildings are there. Each building using this many values. Okay, so you can see in 2016 if I select, okay, in 2016 these buildings are using this much power consumption. You can see. Okay, so if I select any particular energy in 2016, you can see this all buildings using this much power. I mean, sorry, water. If I select electricity, this many buildings there is. Okay, is it clear, guys? So you have to present like this. But the master calendar is very important, guys. Master calendar is a plays main role in any reporting site. Without calendar, there is no report. So you have to, they'll ask in interview how to create the calendar. Okay, so the calendar I can create. I'll select the new table. Okay, new table, nothing but a calculated table. So in the calculator table, I'll give the formula. So what formula are you giving here? Calendar of date, start date, end date. You can say just calendar of start date, end date. Okay. So if they ask you to write, so you have to write calendar of date, start date, from where you want the date, end date, from where it has to end. Okay. So this is what today I want to be discuss. In tomorrow session, we'll discuss the rest of things, guys. Okay, please practice like this. We'll understand the scenarios. Okay, now I got some information from this energy consumption year wise, month wise, day wise, quarter wise, right? That is what we are presenting here. Okay, total they are using this much. Okay, and each year wise and each building wise. So there is a building, guys, here. There is a buildings. So where it is? So this is a buildings. Here is a buildings. Okay, the building is nothing but the thing. Just imagine there is a government office buildings. It is okay. So how much each building power consumption? Okay, how much each building power consumption in each year? So they'll understand. Okay, this much. This building has maintenance more. Correct? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Imran, then how would we showcase this to the user? Like we can able to get the details from the chat. Then how are we presenting through PPT or how like what how we
No,
are
you can see.
this one how we are sending them?
Once you develop the application, once you develop this application, okay, you will publish. Okay, will publish. So the user will see in Power BI service in internet. Okay, because this is in your local system now. This is in your local system. He given the data. He given data. So you understand. Okay, this is what I can present. Okay, so what user is looking? He wants to know each building power using, each building water using, each building gas using, and location wise. And last year, what is the power consumption? Current year, what is the power consumption? And comparing like month wise. Okay, so you build a model. You build a model. You develop the report. So if user will ask you, I want to check each year power consumption building wise. Okay, each building how much power consumption happening in each year. Okay, so I can develop this chart, right? Again is to building power consumption I'm taking. So he will select 2016. In 2016, okay, what is the power consumption this particular buildings are using? So I'll select the electricity. Okay, so user will see, okay, this much power consumption each building is using. Okay, so he from his side what requirements he wants, he will give you. Against to that you have to develop the chart. Okay, and once if you publish this, he will check where apps.powerbi.com is a Power BI service. Okay, this is a Power BI service. So here user will see. So you can see now. So I can create for the new project. What they will do, they will create the workspaces. Okay, so I'm creating one new workspace. Okay, create new workspace. I'm giving the workspace name called new project. Okay, save. Okay, so new project workspace has been created. Okay, they'll create this workspace like a development, testing, production. Okay, so they'll create. Now my project is in development. Okay, now I have done this report. Okay, what I will do, I'll publish this report to my user. Okay, publish, save. So it will take some time. So you can see here, guys. So how many workspaces are there that will be available? So I want to send this report to new project workspace. Okay, This is nothing but a folder where user will see. Okay, so I want to move this report to this position. Select publishing to Power BI. So success. Okay, got it. Go to the, you can see guys, before it was empty this place, right? Now it's came. So along with your data also it will come guys. Whatever data you are using, to develop the report, along with the data you can see the symbol data set report. Okay, just you will open the report, you will provide this link. This link you will provide, you will tell I'll publish the report, please review and get back to me, so if any changes required. So you'll go to this Power BI services, you'll open the report, you'll check all the report details. So if you need anything, so you'll tell I don't want quarter. Okay, I don't want quarter, remove the quarter. Year, month, energy type is enough as a filters. Okay, so that I'll remove the quarter, again I'll republish it. So user asked me to remove this quarter. Okay, what I will do, I'll remove the quarter, delete, I'll place it in proper shape, this one. I'll place it this one. Okay, again I'll publish it. Okay, now I removed that quarter. Okay, publish. Do you want to save the changes? Yes. So where you want to place this one, new project. So replace this data set. Yes. So that file already available, right? That file already available here. So you want to be replace this? I want, yes. Success. Got it. Go to the Power BI service. Just refresh the application. See, it's gone. Correct?
Yes.
So this is a place where user will interact the reports. If you want any changes, he'll ask you. So whatever pages are there, guys, whatever pages are there here, this all pages also will come into the picture. Now see, this many pages we used. Correct? Now I don't want to present these pages. I don't want to present these pages because for my testing I've created these pages. Okay, to test my data I presented these pages. I want present only this page. Okay, so what I will do, right click, hide, right click, hide, right click, hide, right click, hide, right click. Oh, sorry, this one I want. Okay, now you can see this all I hide it. I don't want to showcase this to my user. Okay, publish, save, new project, select. You want to replace it? Yes. Publishing to Power BI. Got it. Go to the Power BI service, refresh the URL. Any pages are coming here?
No, sir.
So if you want to hide, you can hide that page. You can publish it so that user won't see that, but it will be applicable for you. You can see here because this is your desktop. You are the developer. You will have all rights, but you don't want to showcase these unnecessary pages. You want to showcase only main page to your customer. So that is what I have presented. You can see here, if you click on workspace, guys, this workspace in real time as it is will be available. Okay, they will create workspace like development. Okay, This all under the development. Okay, this is testing, this is production. Development means the product is under development. Testing means testing team will be test your projects. Production means live, which is in live. Okay, so here you can see, so here workspace and my workspace will come. Workspace is nothing but, okay, workspace is nothing but this is common for all your team members. Workspace is nothing but common for all your team members. Here my workspace will come. Okay, my workspace will come, that is only applicable for you. Okay, for example, you can see app.powerbi.com is URL, guys. App.powerbi.com is URL for Power BI services. Enter. You can see workspace, my workspace. My workspace is your own, the user. I mean, I am the Imran. Okay, I am the Imran. For my personal use, this is my workspace. If I want to keep it in my personal folder, this one will be I can use. Okay, if it is a common for all my team members, that I'll go for workspace. Workspace is a common place for all your project people. Okay, so app.powerbi.com is a place where user will interact the reports. So if you click on this workspace, they will create this. This is main folder. This is subfolders. Okay, so development, testing, production. So if your project in under development, whatever development you are doing, if the testing team wants, you will push that report to testing team. Once the testing team will provide good feedback, I mean, no issues in your project, no issues in your report, you will push to the production. In the production, the user will check your main report. Okay, so we created this one in last sessions, I guess. Okay, so like this, the user will check the data. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yes, Chandra, it's clear. And what is the hiding part did? Can you please show again?
Nothing. Just right click on the each tab, you can hide.
Ah, okay,
Okay,
cool, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
each tab you have to click hide, so
Yes,
that
yes.
it won't showcase to the user.
Yes.
Okay, we'll discuss the rest of things in tomorrow's session. And Harsha, you try to join a bit early, I'll explain you that one. Okay,
Yeah. Sure.
okay then. Yeah, I'm saving this.
Sir,
Yeah, any doubts?
sir, I just have a request for you. Can you
Yeah,
just share the DAX functions which are important so that we can concentrate on it?
yes, I'll send you the list of things. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
I have all the DAGs here. Yeah, I'm saving this. I'll give you, no issues. I'll send
Like,
you the
I
list
wanted to
of
know
what
which are
under
main,
DAGs.
sir.
Yes, I got your point. I'll send you in a group. Okay, so
Thank you,
what
sir.
and all DAGs, yeah, what and all DAGs we need, that DAGs list, well, I'll send you. Be prepared on that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah.